Dosha Lyfe Tv, baby. Back again in my favorite little spot. It's my little tree, man. Hey, I like the sun gaze in the tree. But nah, man, like, subscribe, hit the cash app, start sharing my videos, man. I'm trying to get this to 1,000 subscribers. If I do that, I'm gonna start going live for y'all, and I could just start dropping knowledge on y'all heads. If you seen Rocco's Modern Life when it came on, they crammed that book in that main head. That's what I'm gonna do to y'all ass. Y'all get me up to 1,000 subscribers. Now, today, man, I'm just simply talking about the sun. We know it's a new sun. We got a brand new sun in the sky. What I mean by that, the intensity, the frequency of that sun has evolved. It's a new sun. It's like Pokemon, man, when it went from a Pikachu to a Raichu. I used to watch that when I was younger. I used to have all the cards. But hey, another story. But now, like, that sun is a supercharged right now. Like, if you was to actually judge the sun or look at the sun on the equipment and look at the UV rays, you'll realize that we're in the wintertime getting summer UV rays. People might not notice that, but this is what the equipment, the actual equipment they use to study the sun, this is what the equipment is picking up. We're having rays from the summertime in the winter. So this is the number one thing that they fear. This is the same rays that's awakening that junk DNA that the doctors want to call junk. You know what I'm saying? This is a DNA awakening. This is what they fear. That's why they want to shoot the whole planet with an experimental drug that, plays with your DNA under the guise of a sickness that's supposedly killing everybody that is still living and gets over it that barely dies from it. And people that died, really was other conditions that radiation made worse. But the sun kills that type of radiation. And that's another thing. They want to block that sun. The consciousness up north in the northern states is only coded because the laws there are putting people in a state of fear to where people actually think it's serious based off the nature of the laws that's being implemented. So when people think it's serious, they live in more fear. When there's more fear, it collapses the energy of the atmosphere. Therefore, it's colder because it's lower vibration. Anything that's cold is low vibration. So the vibration of the states, that's the blue states that's implemented by these laws that actually install the fears in these people, with this all false propaganda that's all behind that same party. That group, that group there has a lot of people living in cold. When the summertime come around, we good. But the thing is, fact of the matter is, they use these winter months as a chance to sit there and implement their agendas. Because in these winter months, when we get not as much sunlight, we don't always have the right mindset. And if you live in a northern state, then that means you already by default get a lot less sunlight. That vitamin D that comes from the sunlight comes year round beneath the Kentucky state line. So everything above the state of Kentucky and higher, y'all don't get year round vitamin D from the sun. Therefore, your thought processes might be a little bit more under attack, and y'all have less vitamin D to fight off infection and sickness. So not only that state of fear, but the people up north are the main ones getting sicker compared to down south. Based off the ones down south, is based off the diet. More diet strictly. Like down south is more diet prone and sunlight prone. Long story short, this is what's really happening. The people that's living in this realm, we're being forced to a side by way of the natural energies of the earth and by way of the new energies that they're trying to implement. So now the forces that was against us or for us, they're both stronger. The ones for us are stronger, the ones against us are stronger. What they're doing is, the fact that it's so strong, it's like having magnets. I could have two magnets in a paper clip in the middle. If they're at a certain distance, it's only going to tug at them a little bit. But if you bring them both at the same time, the one that you're more energetically tied to is the one you're going to lean all the way to. It's like that paper clip will go straight for that magnet that's the strongest pull in that paper clip's energy field. So with that being said, we're like the paper clip. We got the sun, the natural intelligence, and we got the other side, the artificial intelligence. Those that are naturally intelligent, we live a natural lifestyle, eat natural foods, use natural drug substances, have sex in natural ways, express our natural arts. People that's artificial, there's program. So it's a program food, the program arts, the program ways of thinking, programmed agendas, the ones that they promote on the media, that we sit there and think is for us, but come on, our oppressor puts it for us. So think about it. If we have a bunch of rats in our house and we want to get rid of them, we're going to give them some food, but we're going to poison it, right? That's what they doing with our unnatural food. Like a guinea pig. It's a test experiment. They call it projects for a reason. Project are parts of your mental. Project apartments. Think about that. But no, that's a whole nother story. But I think about it. It's the natural. You got to get back in tune with nature. Because nature is literally your savior now. Getting back to your true nature. Back to your true natural self. And your natural self is designed to align with your soul. In other words, go back to source. Go back to the soul. Go back to the creator within you. Go back to the creator, period. And the extension for that energy, or one of the extensions, because there's many, is that sun in the sky. That's the biggest one for that third eye. That sun is the extension, or it's the external version of your third eye. And it charges your third eye directly. When you align it, it's like aligning that energy from the sun to align the sun right here. This is a sun that sits on top of a pyramid. So with that being said, y'all need to look more at the natural light. A lot of people that are more prone to sickness are more the people that stay indoors most of the time. Get less sunlight. All these things. Eat less natural foods that house sunlight. The sunlight kills sickness. That's why when you eat high vibration foods from plants, it actually raises your vibration and purges these low spirits that is the sickness out of your vessel. This is why these low spirits get uncomfortable. Be on a full stomach full of fruit, still hungry. No, them low spirits don't like that high frequency. They're making you crave shit to lower your frequency. Same if you smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? The munchies, that's what the munchies is. That high frequency from the weed. If you're already on a low enough frequency that when the weed raises you that high, it makes them spirits uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? To the point where it's going to make you crave shit in the form of the munchies. And you're going to eat bad food, kill your high. Next thing you know, you're sober again and your frequency's back low and now they're back comfortable. And they're causing you to eat more and more and more. And people don't realize that they're trying to make you entertain the spirit of gluttony. There's levels to this shit. Spirit of gluttony will clog your mind. You have so many overwhelmed thoughts and spirits hitting your brain at one time, you can't focus. You have to meditate. That means your brain overworking, your body's tired. It drains your energy to actually digest food and process food. That's really what it is. So, you know, luckily with that though, that's why I was trying to say, stay in the circadian rhythm. Try to wake up with the sun, go to bed with the sun. Go back to being as natural as you fucking possibly can. That's where we at right now. Because those that are living unnatural are the ones that's actually falling victim to the unnatural forces that's against them. You sit there and consent to these unnatural forces, and then you will wonder why unnatural things happen to you, or things that happen to you like sickness, dis-ease. If you're a natural being, anything unnatural in the body will cause dis-ease of motion, of energy. Any sickness is a dis-ease of energy, either a lack or too much of something. You hear what I'm saying? Too much something that doesn't belong, blocking some energy flowing, therefore shutting down systems, or not enough of something because something's being blocked by something that doesn't belong. Long story short, you're a temple that comes clean and efficient until you pollute it with shit and clog up the energy flow. If it's cluttered in your house, you can't walk around efficiently. You're going to trip and fall, bust, maybe break something. It's like that in your body. Cleanliness closer to God it is. You don't want to invite somebody that you feel is special into your house if your house is filthy. You want to make them comfortable. So if your body is a house of spirits and you want to invoke the divine energies from within yourself to fill up the energy of your vessel, you have to have your vessel clean. People say, yeah, I can eat meat. You're not killing it. Stop it. You're not killing your own animals. Stop it. Just stop it. You're not killing it. I don't care if you say you can still be spiritual. Yeah, you can. You can be spiritual eating meat, but you still got to fight off the spirits of that meat in your thoughts. There's a lot of spiritual people that do magic and voodoo and still don't even know their thoughts. And then wonder why half these people curse themselves. You got to do magic and honor. There's no more honor amongst magic no more, because there's no more honor amongst people that, live in this modern culture. Honor has been waved away because truth is being waved away. To live in honor is to live in truth. People living out of ego. The animals is the ego. I mean, the animals that you eat, that becomes the energy of the ego, the fuel for the ego spirits in your temple that you need to detox. And these same spirits make you crave said animals that you keep eating that you don't need to eat. You have two frequencies. You can eat from life and death. The people that live to be 80 years old still looking like they 30, all they eat is life. All they eat is the light from the plants. Therefore, everything is alive. You don't age unless you eat food that's dead that causes decay, aging. And not only that, you also age in accordance to the stress that you house in the body that you don't detox. That shit sit there and linger in your vessel and make you stale, make you stagnant. It's levels to this shit. I just want people to think, man. You got to get more in the natural mindset, not a program mindset. And that sun kind of helps remove all the programmed thoughts out of your brain. Eating food full of sunlight helps to remove all that shit out of your brain that does not belong. All the spirits. That sun is like the Christ that removes the low toxic spirits, right? Ain't that the Christ in a sense? You know what I'm saying? I am the son, the Christ, the son. You know what I'm saying? Think about that. So with that being said, doesn't it remove spirits? If I put bacteria, you know what I'm saying, if I had some bread covered in bacteria that's bad, therefore it has a low energy, if I was to eat said bread, it would cause sickness, which is a spiritual attack from said spirit of that mold or that was on that bread. So let's say, for instance, if the sun is the Christ, you know, if you put anything in the sunlight, it destroys anything that's a non-natural spirit, therefore a counterfeit spirit. If it's something that doesn't belong, the sun would kill the bacteria. I could disinfect something with sunlight. This is what you consider heliotherapy when it hits your skin. People need to realize, man, this sun is on our side. Sun means creation. A lot of people fearing nature. People scared of bugs. You gotta think about this, man. You're already a living ecosystem. You're alive. Everything inside of you is alive. Your house, a whole ecosystem of bacteria, parasites, not parasites, but bacteria, which is living organisms. You know what I'm saying? Your cells are living organisms. You're the mind that's the composition of all these different, your thoughts are the composition of all these different energies in your vessel. Your mind is your true self. That is your true nature, your true being. You know what I'm saying? Your mind exists without the flesh. So that being said, you know, detox these things that'll keep your mind kept in that sunken place of your brain, to where these spirits, this counterfeit spirits, will sit there and feed you thoughts that make you do things and acting things in self-destructive ways against yourself. When you find yourself doing something out of anger or doing something out of these emotions, and these emotions are not even your true thoughts, these are just thoughts that you allowed in, you realize, shoot, you end up doing shit that you regret because that wasn't really you that did it. That's the spirit that you let take control of your brain, that you consented to do it. Every thought you think is a thought form, it's a spirit. So when you let the wrong spirits enter your temple, you fool around, you get possessed by low energies. Therefore, it's like you're a low being. And the more low energies you feed yourself by way of food, like meats, I don't care what you say, you do with it. People pray over meat all the time and still get diabetes. It does not change shit. It's blood sacrifice. You didn't kill it. And the energy that was present when you killed it becomes the energy of the food, on top of what you feeling during that day. So stop it. You can't even do much but balance it. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to, you know, get off subject, but long story short, get this sunlight, man. It's here for a reason. It's abundant. It gives us men natural currency that charges our nuts, our sperms, our sperm bank. It's a bank. That sperm is the thought process of your mind. That's your ancestors. You nut in your ancestors. You put your ancestral energy in a woman and she gives birth to it by way of her soul energy. We're divine in nature. A temple of God, literally, in a literal sense. And they want to control your temple. You are your own government. You govern, you, in other words, control your own mental, which is your mind. And your mind is the thought process of your soul. So that's how that goes. So yeah, Dosha Lyfe TV. Like, subscribe, hit the cash out. I got a TikTok now. I just fired it up. Get on that TikTok, man. Shit. I don't do much on it. But yeah, get on that TikTok. I'm about to start my Patreon back up. You know, all these other things. So yeah, like, subscribe, hit the cash out. Peace, fam.